It's looking a little rough in the last video. Had to go get cut. We
got the sugar factory.
Thanks for coming back for part 2. And yeah, let's get it done. Listen, don't be worried about why my grass ain't cut. My yard man ain't been here. Stay here. Focus on me. Stay here. Now look, I keep forgetting to do the travel on the budget. Let me just say everything right now. We did Airbnb. Y'all remember, it was 7 people traveling with us in our group. So we went through Airbnb, which was the best idea we did. No hotels, Airbnb. It was around, got my notes here. It was around like $900, between $900,000. I can't fully remember, but it was between that. So that was the cheapest route. Then we went through Expedia. Oh shit. We went through Expedia for the car rental, which is about $50 each person. Or, you know, I made them give me a little extra for the little taxes and fees and stuff. So then after that, Southwest Airlines. It really depends on what ticket they bought. We ended up buying a very high price ticket, but calling and getting some money back. So Southwest pretty good at giving you a refund. That's why we mess with them. We love Southwest. I don't care about any of them other airlines. As soon as they start doing 2 bags free, then I'll be on. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Hey, let me start by saying I'm really glad that we gave Vegas another chance. We really got to experience some things that were one-of-a-kind Vegas experiences. You know, things that we were looking for on our first trip, but, you know, COVID and planning, things didn't really line up for us. But this trip, it was amazing. We got to do some really awesome things, and one of my favorite things, yeah, I was about to say my favorite, but one of my favorite things, y'all, was going to Area 15. Now, before you even go into the facility, they have art and sculptures and interactive things outside before you even walk in. And then when you walk in, you feel like you're walking into some sort of portal or spaceship, and it's just out of this world. It starts off with this gorgeous multi-dimensional skull that lights up and changes and moves, which is one of my favorite things. And then there are so many different activities that you can do in there. We started off with Wink World. I think it was $22 a person, and then an additional $250 for the 3D glasses. You go in there, you go down this hallway, you get to see all this crazy art. It's lit up by black lights. It's a different experience versus with your glasses on and with your 3D glasses off. It was just wonderful. And then there's a part where you go in and they narrate different things. They have music playing. And it really just gets you in the moment to be able to experience it to the fullest. I loved it. I think my family loved it too. I know Ed loved it. And it was just awesome. Now, the second thing that we did was called Omega Mart, Meow Wolf Omega Mart. And that was crazy. I went down the slide at the very, very end, and it felt like I was in a tornado. I don't know. I lost my sense of motion or direction and completely fell out of there like a child. Those people were looking at me like I was crazy, but I had lots of fun. One of my favorite parts about Omega Mart is getting to see all the different perceptions and art, and you think something is one thing but really it's another. It's amazing. We go through the secret tunnels to go to some other place. You go upstairs and you're in a completely another room. You just get to do all these different things. You get to interact and take pictures and do mysteries. It was so much fun. We could have spent 3-4 hours in there. I think we were there for maybe about an hour or so. Maybe an hour and a half because some of our family didn't do it. But I loved it. Beautiful lights and pictures, and it had beautiful lights and pictures, and I really, really enjoyed it. That guy enjoyed it too, didn't you? Yeah, we had a really awesome time. Another thing that we did, y'all, was golfing at, put the name right here when you edit it, okay? So we went golfing there. It's virtual golfing. We had an amazing time. Our family, we learned, does not know how to golf at all. But who was the winner?
Me. Tiger Woods out there.
I won. I was the winner. I had the most points because we were playing a game to get into this target, and I got the most points, which means I won.
Another slept on part in Vegas. Great job, win. Come on, blow. Come on. Another slept on part of Vegas that I wasn't even supposed to be there is the Michael Jackson. I think it's called Michael Jackson Experience or Michael Jackson 1. I don't know what it's called, but I wasn't supposed to be there. My family begged me to go. I was like, nah, I ain't really into concerts. I don't like being around a lot of people. I'm weird like that. I did not want to go. So then they talked me into going, and I went. I haven't told them yet. This was my favorite part of Vegas. I went for Area 15. I left wanting to go back to see the Michael Jackson thing. Like, I didn't want to put too much recording in this video because you have to go see it yourself. Me recording it, even though you're not supposed to be recording anyway, but even if I put a lot of recording in here and showed y'all, it's not gonna do it any justice. You need to go see it yourself. I was sitting in there like this. I ain't about to dance. I ain't about to tap my foot. Then I started tapping my foot. Then they started walking on the wall, and then the explosion started to happen. Then I was into this show. So if you get a chance, go see that Michael Jackson show. I think my neighbor came outside. It's about to end this one. Fremont Street. What can I say that hasn't been said? This is the main attraction here. You got the half-naked women walking around. You got the men doing breakdancing. People zip lining. White Castle. Yes, I said White Castle. Right there on Fremont Street. I mean, this is where if you gamble, this is where you want to be. This is where you're gonna get that real Vegas experience from. Now, while on Fremont Street, after doing all this walking, we were hungry. So we was going anywhere. We found the Circa Hotel, and I don't know how, but we found that I went to go buy a hat because they had a lids inside. I went to go buy a hat and realized, let's just eat here. And we found the 8 East, I guess it's a China cafe or a Chinese restaurant, but we found that, and man, this food was good. I mean, from the wings, which, y'all know I like me some wings, to the rice, the shrimp. We just bought everything, a bunch of everything, and just passed it around. And yeah, dude, if you're on Fremont Street, do not skip this restaurant. It's in the Circa Resort Hotel. Yeah, man, I ain't got nothing else to say.
After our December 2020 Vegas trip, I thought that we were done with Vegas. I thought Vegas was going to be a one and done destination, that we saw everything they had to offer, and it wasn't for us. Because let's be real, we strongly disliked it. But sometimes you have to give things a second chance, and I'm so glad that we gave Vegas another chance, because this vacation has to be one of my top 3 vacations thus far. I mean, from all of the new and unique experiences that I haven't seen anywhere else, the hidden gems for foodies, and the shows and concerts, especially that Silk Sonic concert, y'all. It just blows everything else out of the water. So I have to eat my words and say I loved Vegas. I can't wait until we go back, and I have to give it 5 out of 5 stars. It was amazing. It was wonderful.